And we back.
I'm eating Bunch's Crunch.
Ooh. We about to bunch some of their crunch.
Oh, sorry. It's not trying to read shit. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh, I already read that. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
That's what she said.
Uh,
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Saved by the bell.
hold on.
Dude!
Is that right, Yuri?
Alright.
You look kind of down. Yeah, because you totally just destroyed the sexual tension.
Yeah. But anyway, so as we continue with this, I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this, Monica says.
Oh. It's not... It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Sorry, I was checking my telephone just for a split second. That's where the pause came from.
I guess I don't have much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It's playing hard to get, I see. I see you, Cleet. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yes, bitch. I'm getting a phone call. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's reading...
Now that everyone's ready.
Ready. Why don't you find someone to share a poem with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Pull out. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Descriptive. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Whoa.
Yeah, you take that phone call?
No. Who should I show my poem to first?
No, it's your call, dude.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by a toe. If he hollers. I mean, Yuri's been the one talking to me the whole time, so let's go with Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Eh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
Yeah, he's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri?
Yeah, I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have?
This is my first writing ever.
Your use of imagination and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She wants it. She wants it bad. I can see it welling up in her body. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers.
Damn, bitch.
And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them.
Alright.
I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is that new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Okay, so hold up. First of all, she like compliments it, says it's like really good, and says that it's.
She's gotta give you some
And,
critique.
and then now she's bitching at me about it. Make up your mind, ho. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together, it's probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
You mean bitchy? Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
No, it's cool. We both know she is a raging bitch.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Alright. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which, itself, is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, cleanse breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
The fit! Click outside the poem area to continue.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
I will agree with that. That was god-awful. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Totally was thinking that.
But you took a long time to read.
Bitch! Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty shitty.
Yeah? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short.
No such thing as too short, baby.
I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild.
Ooh. Oh, she's
okay,
she's saving her. She's saving
an erotic
her.
writer.
Yeah, she's saving her rough stuff for later. I see.
Sometimes easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Cleet.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you didn't glance over it after all. Stupid bastard.
Earthquake, cool.
What the flying shit. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feeling that experiences in their own work.
Aaron,
They usually
go
do.
check that out.
Yeah. That sounded like extremely. Anyway, they usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort until
Unable
to let go of the past.
You bitched at me earlier for messing up on a word. You're going...
I'm dyslexic.
I was just about to say, you're going full dyslexia right now. But yeah, you are dyslexic. That's cool.
And soon to be left with nothing.
This guy's a special needs child.
Damn.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Yeah. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
I just wrote about explosions and Doki Doki and suicide and... But yeah, whatever.
Explosion, suicide!
Nah.
So it's just nonsense on a word.
Yeah, pretty much. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it.
That's what she said.
I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Cleet.
That is what she said also.
Whoa, okay.
Sexual innuendo.
Whoa.
Me too. All right. Who should I show my poem to next? I show it to the bitch next. I want to hear what she has to say.
Well, it's about what I expected from you, from someone like you.
Yep. That's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad.
It kind of is.
It's just it's just shit. It just didn't invoke any emotion. So basically, it's not
cute
oh,
enough.
wait. Whoa.
Do you see the
Sorry.
name above the text? Oh yeah, I forgot. You're dyslexic.
Oh,
it says
God,
cleat,
okay.
and you misread that for Monica? Alright. Are you back already, Blaine?
Yep.
Alright, cool. We're recording, so shut up.
That was very like, intense the way you shut the door.
Yeah, it was very loud and stuff. But anyway, once again, we're recording, so shut up. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
This motherfucker just licked my ear. Blake, you continue the reading right quick. I'm gonna show him why it's not okay to lick another man's ear.
I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine.
That's what she said. I'm back, by the way.
Not that you'll like it or anything. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can see. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
That is a bitch poem if I've ever read one. Also, like, 12 years old. Oh, I gotta click outside for one.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well,
Because you're stuck up your own ass and you're a bitch and you... Fuck you.
you really hate Natsuki.
Dude, I hate this bitch.
Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff.
Well, if you want it to sound good, yeah, but if you just want it to sound dumb like you are, then yeah, go right ahead and talk about how eagles can fly, horses can race.
So, people don't even take time writing seriously.
Take my writing seriously.
People can try.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
God, Cleet, lying through your teeth. Yes, exactly.
Pretty fucking much, man.
I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening.
Okay.
Natsuki can try.
But Natsuki will always fail because she is a bitch.
So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
But the other nice thing about writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay.
I want some foreplay.
Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose.
So that's an innuendo for she is just a major tease. That's all she is. She sets up for things to happen and then she just doesn't commit. She's a tease. Another reason why she's just a bitch.
You don't know her life? Anyway, it fails to bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro.
Bitch.
I'm glad you learned something.
Super bitch.
Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Well, you are the youngest and it was the dumbest, so... That's about what I expected, actually. Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Fucking right, Cleet. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if
You
Natsuki
should
is
really
feeling
start
proud-
caring.
Yeah, dude. If you're 18 and she ain't, that's a...
Because she's all okay. Well, guess Cleet's age. We're gonna try to guess that age.
16?
16?
Yeah.
Okay, clearly Natsuki's a freshman.
Yeah, so she's like 14, maybe 15. Probably
Okay,
14.
so it would be weird, 16.
No,
No,
when I was
no.
16, I had a 14-year-old.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, continue.
I don't really care how old everyone is, but if not... yeah. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori last because she's stupid, so we're gonna go with Monica, the robot. Because I also want to hear Blake do the robot shit.
Siri voice. Hi, Cleet. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better,
Sex.
I'm always listening.
Alright.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Well, something's being brought up right now.
Damn.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share poems with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Oh, don't worry, Cleet. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Cleet. I was going ooh in my head while reading it.
I was going ooh.
It's really metaphorical?
Yeah, suicides and explosions and shit.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
That's what she said.
I guess I underestimated you.
That's what she said. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair.
I will kill you now.
Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, but allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the
Nuances.
No. It can smell anyway. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Like being hog-tied above a fire.
Damn, okay.
It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this, but you know, you can try anything once, right?
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things.
Hey, what I said actually applied.
That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you.
BDSM.
Everyone might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah. Oh wait, that's you.
Oh no, to humor her, I'm going to go like Robot 2. Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
As the president of the Literature Club, I would expect nothing less. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that speckled protrudes. And noisy neighbors? An eggy boyfriend? I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. Whoa, you made me lose my... Okay, now, I can see a real blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My nose. Already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep.
That's what she said.
Stretching forever into everything.
That's what she said.
And whole and infinite choices.
That's what she said.
I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
That's what she said.
So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. And that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays.
Ooh, so you're just claiming to the masses, huh?
That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
Okay, can I ask, where did you ever see...
I'm fucking dyslexic, motherfucker.
Okay. Alright, but there's one T, and it's at the end of this word here, it. Where did...
That's what dyslexia is, motherfucker. You see words that aren't there. And words get mixed around. Like, I see shit backwards sometimes.
Well, Monica, you put the sexy in dyslexic. What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it.
It sounded to me like you were talking about childbirth.
I guess you could say I had some kind of new epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly.
That's what she said.
Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to try something down on paper and tidy it up later.
That's what she said.
Another way to think about that is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow.
That's what she...
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's what she said!
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Now going to sleep mode. Oh boy, the choice is here. Who do I pick? Whoever will I... Let's go with Sayori.
This is a good poem, Cleet. Are you sure it's your first time?
That's what she said!
Damn, God, oh my God.
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously.
That's what she said!
Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote once. Go turn that shit off, Frost. Oh my fucking God!
Wow, perfect timing for the damn walkie-talkie to come.
Oh my God. Anyway, it just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room, bitch. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Cleet. Deep down, you're not as selfish at all. You're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's what we said! I know. I was just letting that sink in for a minute. Anyway, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. I'm just trying to get laid. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, to get laid. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay?
That's what she said.
That is actually what she said. How'd you do that?
I think I clicked the little mouse roller thingy.
Oh.
Yeah.
That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Oh, I gotta get a higher voice for her. Yeah. Whoa. You'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
That's what she said! We'll see about that.
Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above the blue sky. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
What a dumb female. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer it just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. That's what she said. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I meant eggs and toast! Just a ditzy ass female.
Yeah, she's as dumb as a sack of hammers.
Okay, you go to a state university, right?
Yeah.
How many women do you know that is her in a nutshell?
They're not as annoying and, like, sunshine and shit as her, but they're all, like, I would say a good 65 to 70% of them are that dumb.
Okay.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica is the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tantrum, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with the language?
We'll find out what's with this language next time on Rich and Rare.